Greetings, beloveds. This is Comedic Yogi, and I am so happy to be on camera again. It's been almost a year since I've been behind a video camera. I haven't been shy to photographs, but as far as videos are concerned, I really haven't been doing any videos for about a year now. This video is pretty much a video to discuss the full moon activation fast, which I'm initiating on the full moon on February 4th, which is 2 days from now. I put a post up a couple days ago, and to my surprise, I have about 19 people from California to the Caribbean to Canada, to Toronto, who plan to join me on this fast. And I'm so honored because I feel like in this age that we're in, especially with the sun moving into Aquarius, that collective effort, that individual purpose with a collective effort is so powerful. And so, I just wanted to get right into it. I've been on the road for about 6 months now, and I'm sure most of you could hear this congestion that I have. Being a gypsy finally took its toll on me, and upon returning, I passed the bug on to my niece, who had to stay home from school today. And so, not to mention some other friends in California who I passed the bug on to, who I feel really bad about. But it was just a wake-up call. I think it's a wake-up call for us all in this time that we're in. And where I'm at right now, it couldn't be a more perfect time to begin a water fast. I've done 2 water fasts, actually 3 water fasts in my life. The first water fast lasted for 9 days. The second water fast lasted for 14. And the last water fast lasted for 4 days. And so I do have experience with this type of fasting. But before I get into that, I just want to say that that I'm so happy to be back in Atlanta, and more importantly, I'm so happy to be back grounded so that I could be doing the work in the way that I like to do it. The Creator and the Spirit Guides pulled me from Atlanta almost 6 months ago on a journey across the country, which was totally amazing. So many things happened on that journey. Relationships expanded, relationships ended, people parted ways, new relationships were formed. Those relationships grew into whatever they grew into, and I can say that it's been an amazing experience that I would recommend for anyone. Follow your bliss, follow your bliss, and follow my bliss. There was some not so good moments, but for the most part, I'm very, very pleased with my experience. And so I'm here back in Atlanta, and I'm congested. And this is probably the first time in I don't know how many years that my immune system has been shut down enough for me to even experience these kind of effects. So it's been very humbling. I like to pride myself on excellent health, and never getting sick, all those kind of things. But I realized that that's just my ego. You know what I mean? That's just my ego, because ultimately I'm still human. I'm still on this dimension, and I'm still affected, and my body temple is affected in ways that it would be in this dimensional realm. And so this opportunity to fast is really an opportunity to reset. And so, like I said, I have almost 20 people. I have 19 so far, and I'm sure after this video comes out that there'll be more people, and I'm so excited about that. That's so exciting, because I'll get into that. So I chose this time because it's a peculiar time. It's a very powerful time. If you're into astrology, you know that I wrote some stuff down, as a matter of fact, because one of my goals and objectives this year is to be more organized in my thought and my speech. And so I wrote this stuff down. We're going to be starting a fast with the full moon in Leo. Very positive, energetic, childlike, optimistic energy that allows us to move forward with great confidence in what we're doing. Not only that, the sun is going to be in Aquarius, right? And so the sun is in Aquarius. The sun in Aquarius is helping us to empower ourselves from within. What better time than now that we could do this? You know what I mean? Like, honestly, alignment wise, we are in perfect alignment. Those of you who will be joining, I can guarantee you tremendous results. And you know why I say that? Because Uranus is flying forward in Aries, and it's in a harmonious position, which means that there's pleasant surprises, because also it's sextile the sun, which means that there's great opportunity available, but we got to do the work. We got to do the work to get to that place, even though sometimes, we might be surprised by the outcome. Usually it's always good outcomes, especially when this planet Uranus is sextile the sun. Jupiter is also sextile the sun, which means that it's in a harmonious position. That means we get new insights into our own emotional development. And last but not least, Mercury, which is the planet of communication and travel, is going to be moving direct on the 11th. So it will still be in retrograde when we are entering the fast. However, it'll go direct in the midst of our fast, which is an amazing experience, because it's going to end off our fast with Mercury direct. So that means that anything that you want to initiate after this process is going to be so power packed because of the work that you're putting in, that by the time the new moon comes on the 19th, you are going to be able to activate and manifest. And that is what the goal of this, that's the word of this year, is activate. Activate. So I got a few questions. Let me just get into that. What if 13 days is too long for me? Can I fast while I have school and work? What is my energy level going to be like? And I want to address all of these things, but I want to read the questions first. How do I maintain while taking care of my children? Like cooking and cleaning and picking up and just maintaining energy. Well, what if I can start on the 6th instead of the 4th? Will I lose a lot of weight? And so those are all valid concerns. And I think that they're very good concerns, because if you don't know about a water fast, then this could be a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, only water, what's up? Like, nothing else? And we'll talk about that. And so when I talk about water, let's be clear, I'm not talking about faucet water. And I'm barely talking about spring water. If you can, I would recommend alkaline water, because it restores the pH balance in our body, and it keeps us alkalized. And so I know here in Atlanta, we have a few health food spots that sell alkaline water. Then you have your Trader Joe's and your Whole Foods for those of you who don't have a local health store near you. But you getting alkaline water for your fast is probably going to be one of the best things that you can do, because being alkaline during this process is going to be key, because we're going to be detoxifying, and most of that detox or those toxins are going to be acidic. And so we'll get into that. So really, I just covered real quick what everybody needs to know about this fast. We're going to be starting on Thursday, the 4th. I forgot to mention that if you're on this fast with us, you already began the journey. If you're thinking about joining this journey, then you must only eat uncooked food, only raw, nothing cooked. I would prefer that you eat fruits, because it's very cleansing and detoxifying. It's going to soften up your system for the fast, and trust me, you will be glad that you did raw, okay? Because you don't want to move into a such intense process like a water fast and have been eating cooked food. Your system it's already a intense process. You don't want to intensify it anymore for yourself. So if you're on this fast with us, only raw food, uncooked food until we begin, and then nothing but water. So water is the most intense and efficient fast that you can do. Why? There's a 0 caloric intake. And that's important, because when we're doing a water fast, it's important. The purpose of the water fast, why it's so intense, is because it shuts down the digestive system. Okay? You're not digesting at all. You have 0 calories to digest, and so your digestive system shuts down. Why is that important? That's important because our digestive system is the main, or our relationship with our digestive system is the main culprit to why our bodies can't heal. And that means that we're eating whatever, we're not being mindful of what we eat, and we keep eating snacks, and all day you're eating, and so the body never really gets the opportunity to stop eating and do the work that it's supposed to do when you're fasting. That's what they call it. In the morning they call it break fast, because you're breaking your fast. Overnight your body is repairing itself, and that can only happen when your digestive system is completely shut down. And it usually mostly never happens because people usually eat before they go to bed, and guess what, you're digesting over the course of the night. Okay, and so digest 0 caloric intake is important to shut down the digestive system so that the body can begin to heal itself, which is our main focus and objection. Okay, is to bring about healing to the body temple, but not just the body temple, but to our emotional well-being and our spiritual well-being, because it resonates on all levels. Okay, as above, so below. So, what if I start on the 6th instead of the 4th? That's totally fine. That's totally fine. If you can only start on the 6th, that's great. I think that it's remarkable that you're going to start at all, and that you're going to embark on this journey. So please, I know who you are. I'm going to send those fast materials to your email, and please, you are most welcome to join us on the 6th. Will you lose weight? Yes. Yes. This is probably one of the most intense fasts, and I can tell you that my little skinny self lost like 13 to 14 pounds in my 14-day fast. It was pretty intense. And so this has also been used as a popular weight loss tactic because you lose weight, and I'll tell you about why you lose weight. Okay, so a lot of people, let's get to that questions about can I fast while I have schoolwork? What about the energy level? How to maintain while taking care of my children, etc. I'm going to be honest with you, because if I'm not, then you're not going to be prepared. Regardless of what you're doing, the first 3 days is going to be the most intense. You're going to feel hungry, irritable, all types of craziness is going to be happening. Okay? And so that, I call that the sacred time. If you could solicit, since you're fasting, if you could solicit some help, maybe take a day off or a day or two off from work or school, then I would recommend that. And if you can't, I want you to go in knowing that the first 3 days are the most intense. Why? The first 3 days, your body's starving, literally. And so after day 3, though, your body goes into something known as ketosis. Ketosis is when your body accepts the fact that it doesn't have any caloric intake, and it begins to break down the fat inside the muscles and the cells in the body. Okay? And so this is where the rapid weight loss comes from. Your body is literally breaking itself down. And why is that important? Right? That's important because in order for us to truly release toxins, we have to shed fat. Because toxins are stored only in fat cells in the body. So if those fat cells, you could change your diet, do many things like that. Those fat cells remain intact and those toxins remain there. But when you water fast, you melt away those fat cells, and those toxins are then released into the colon. Okay, all of the toxins, and the water is going to help move those toxins through to your kidneys. It's going to help move those toxins through to your colon. And what's going to happen is you're going to need to do an enema. I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with an enema. Please look it up. It's going to be very important because as your body is detoxing, you will have to do an enema to remove the toxins from your colon. Now, I'll tell you a little story. My first time I did a water fast, I didn't do my science, I didn't do my math, and I found myself crawling to my bathroom on my hands and knees in the most excruciating pain ever. And as a doula, I could only equate it to what I've seen a woman having a baby, right? And I know that's a far stretch, but when I tell you that my back was hurting and I could not even stand up or breathe, it was very intense. And the reason why that happened to me is because I was not doing my enemas. And my enemas are important because if those toxins remain in your colon, they begin to press on nerves, very delicate nerves that are at the base of your spine. And those nerves being pressed will cause you excruciating pain. So you will need to definitely do an enema. I will be I actually put a video out last year when myself and Brother Kadim did our fast So I'll be posting that video again on how to administer an enema and what is the purpose and how you can utilize it to cleanse yourself. So that is key. Go get your enema bag. You will need it. Okay. Somebody asked me if they could do herbal infusions. Sure. A herbal infusion is my herbal infusions on this fast would be non-heated water. Non-heated water. You sit your herbs in the water, sit your water in the sun for 24 hours, and then you place your intentions and you drink it. Bless the water. And so I want to say that I'm doing an alkaline water fast. I'm just setting up the framework. So this is pretty much open. And that gets back to the question about what if 13 days is too long for me? You might find yourself at day 3 or 4 and be done. And that's perfectly fine. I don't want anybody going into this experience feeling bad about being able to do 13 days. 13 days is a big thing. It can be done, but it's big. Okay? And so, pace yourself. Listen to your body. Listen to your spirit. Listen to your heart. Your body and your heart and your spirit will tell you everything that you need to know. I want everybody, I'll point this out. I'm going to be sending out fast materials for those of you who will be joining me on Thursday. And in those materials, I have frequently asked questions where I'll be answering most of these questions that I'm talking about. I will also have yoga poses for each day. Also, we're going to be focusing on the chakra system every 2 days, with the crown being the last day and keeping that crown open throughout 2015. Now, we came into 2015 on a Mercury retrograde, so many of us might be feeling like 2014 is still present with us. This is an opportunity to break the barrier. This full moon in Leo and this Uranus sextile of Sun and Aquarius, Sun and Aquarius is all amazing energy to be happening right now. And so this is the best time. And so I just want you to know that there's going to be 2 things that I'm going to require of those people who are, that I would like to ask of those people who are going to be joining me. Those things are that you set your intentions, and that's very serious because although I'm going to be including the yoga poses, the positive affirmations, and the frequently asked questions inside of the fast materials that I send to those who will be joining me, I will be expecting you to set your intentions for your fast. My intention for my fast is to release anything that no longer serves my highest good or highest purpose, whether that be relationships, business dynamics, energy, ways I think about things, etc., etc. So you have to set your intentions too. That is how you reap the benefits. You get a focus. And so for that reason, I would like everybody who's joining me to do 2 things. That's keep a journal of your experience. In your journal, you're going to do 2 things. You're going to keep a record of your weight every day. Okay? And you're also going to record your experience in each day. Also, I would like you to shoot a short video. It doesn't have to be more than a minute, maybe 30 seconds. Just really sharing how you're feeling on your fast, what you're experiencing, because this is not just for us. Okay? We are a part of a multi-dimensional, interconnected web of interdependence. And so everything that we do is going to ripple out into the universe. And those people who are watching us, you never know how they could be affected. And this is such a powerful experience that many people are moved. And so don't underestimate your impact. Keep a journal, keep those videos. I'm going to create a page for us, an event page. And on that event page, I'm going to post all of your stories, all of your videos, in addition to posting them on the High Vibration Living group and on my page. So I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to keep it short and sweet. Last 2 things I want to tell you about is this is going to be a big spiritual and emotional renewal. Do not be shocked if you have emotional releases that are very intense. During my first fast, I will wake up out of my sleep crying like I lost my puppy. Okay? And I was releasing emotional things that no longer serve me. So don't be shocked. And I'll point that out in my frequently asked questions tomorrow. And last but not least, release what no longer serves you. Set your intentions. Like I said, I want to be very transparent that I am dealing with this congestion right now. And this is very personal for me to get my body tempo back to homeostasis and to recover from all of the trials that Kali put me through or allowed me to go through. And now I want to heal from that and recover, put my feet back on the ground, get my head back in the clouds. And I'm, like I said, I'm so grateful that y'all joining me. I couldn't be more elated to have all of you beautiful people joining me. Those of you who are not joining, please watch, tune in, share your comments, like and share.